So here we are again then with a screencast that is intended for admins, because only admins have the permission for editing front page sliders. So the position is, a photographer has a new image they want to put on the front of the website. They've sent it to Sarah to create a PSD image which will put the text on it and will put it in a nice look which is corporate, so that the individuality of images is maintained, but the corporacy for Exposure 47 is also assured. So then Sarah will give it to one of the admins to load it up. So how do we do that? Well, first thing to notice is when you log in as an admin, the dashboard looks a lot different. The black with white links area on the left hand side, this menu, is an admin menu, and it's got a lot more on there than you're used to seeing. And we'll look at a couple of areas such as media and slideshows in just a second. But you can also see there's a lot of information actually available here. You may wish to look and see how we're getting on in terms of selling items. You may want to look here and see about visits. Just have a browse, have a look about, and look at anything you want to in here. Knowledge is power. Just try not to save anything unless you mean to. If you think you have edited something accidentally, usually by just clicking back on dashboard and refusing the option of saving it will mean that you haven't permanently changed anything. If you think by some fluke you have permanently changed something, give Helen or myself a call and we can usually check for you and put it right if it has. But please don't just click on things just for an experiment, because it's taken a year and a half to make this and I'd really like it to stay in place a bit longer. Thank you. So we're going to see how we can edit a front page slider, but we won't start in the website, we're going to start in Photoshop. Now, for the purposes of this screencast, we're going to change Sarah Stevens' front page slider. Sarah has got this fantastic looking image, and she has already branded it by giving the name and the title in the way that we like all our images to appear. We don't really want any images being put up there which don't have that kind of look, so that there's a corporacy to it. So what we're looking to do is make sure that this image is exactly the right size and resolution for the front page, because we don't want images which are different shapes and sizes in the slider, because it will make the front page bounce about all over the place, which we absolutely don't want, because it doesn't look professional and it doesn't look at all good, and people will just leave the site immediately. So let's just check image size, and we see we've got 1000 by 600. That's exactly the size we want. We look and we see the resolution is 100. That's exactly the resolution we want. I don't want less, because it won't bring out the best in the image, and it's pointless having more than 100 resolution, and that's because the vast majority of computers will not be able to see anything better if we put the resolution higher. It's just taking up more memory space by having a bigger size file image. So everything's fine there. If your resolution is not 100, then change that, but remember to look here, because as you change the resolution, you know that it will change the width and the height. So be prepared, ready to make sure that you put that image back at 1000 by 600 if you need to change the resolution. And then what we need to do is save that image as a JPEG. And that's done that. The site only recognises certain formats. It won't recognise a .psd. And for simplicity's sake, I'm making all the images on the site a JPEG. Okay, so we've got that job done. So let's go into the site. And the first job we're going to have to do is add that image to the media library. So I've just come down from dashboard, and I find media. As I roll over it, a new submenu appears. I'm just going to click on add new. We could just drop the image in there, but I'm just going to select from my list sarahstevens.jpg, click on open, and whoopsie doopsie, up it goes. And we can see that the image has been added into that there. So if we just click on the library, we can just confirm, and we can see Sarah's image has been added up there. So next what we're going to do is go to the slideshows area and click on all slides. And what we do is we can see immediately all the sliders that are on the front page are appearing here. What I want to do now is find Sarah Stevens. As I find Sarah Stevens, I roll over, 3 options appear. I don't want to get rid of it. A quick edit is no use to us in this circumstance, so we need to go for a full edit. So click on edit. If this is the first time you go into a slider, you'll see that it looks extremely similar in the edit window to creating a post. There's no text in here, however, and we don't want any text in here. Please leave it as it is. If you're looking down, just at the very bottom here, you see an area that says URL, and that's the link that creates, when you click on the image in the front page slider on the front page of the site, when you click on it, that's where it takes you. So we want to make sure we leave this untouched so that when the new image goes in place, it will continue to take us to the right area. And over here on the right hand column at the bottom, it says featured image. That's the current image that we have for Sarah's work. All I need to do is simply click on remove featured image. That's removed it from its association with the slide. The image is still in the media library and can be used elsewhere on the site. It's just not connected to this slider anymore. A new link has been put in its place which says set featured image. So let's do that now. This takes us straight away to the media library. If we hadn't already added the image, we could click on upload images and go from there. But we've already put Sarah's new image in place. We can see it in the top left area in this thumbnail. I just click on it once and we see this blue tick arrive, and that shows us that it's been selected. And now we click on the bottom right area which says set featured image. And lo and behold, Sarah's image has appeared in place. We've just double checked here again that we've not done anything to mess around with that. It shouldn't do, it's quite hardy. You'd have to click in it and do things in order to lose it, but please don't, because it's a really important element that you can go to the site, see Sarah's image, and on one click go to Sarah's personal photography page. That would allow you then to go from Sarah's personal page into a portfolio, and from items in the portfolio go straight to the shop and buy things. 3 clicks from visiting the site to being able to buy. Free economics, as Steve has talked to us about before. So we don't want to mess around with that, basically. Having got the image in place now, all we do is come to the top area, the publish box on the top of the right hand column, and click on update. This really is a simple job when you're used to it. And it's refresh the page showing us it's done that. Top left, we can click on exposure and visit site. And it takes us to the front of the site. The front page slider is being regenerated. And let's click through until we find Sarah's work. And there it is. It's just having seen it in place now, you see it's at the right size, it's been consistent. And if we click on that, then we're taken to Sarah's personal page. So it's all worked perfectly well. And that is as easy as you can make it. So now, as admins, you can undertake this work and you can amend and edit slider pages. I hope you found that useful. I have created a PDF document which will be found alongside this link to the screencast, so that you can print that off and follow the instructions on the PDF, as well as listening to this screencast. Good luck. Thank you.